What's up, Spartans? Miss Makos coming at ya with a little tutorial on the race strategy for writing. For this tutorial, we are going to focus on the R and the A of race. And of course, R stands for restate the question, A stands for answer the question. And remember, you guys can scroll through this PowerPoint and click on the posters for activities, videos, and instructions. And also, don't forget, click on the Bitmoji Makos race car to take you back home. All right, so let's go through this PowerPoint. And again, click on the posters to learn more about the race strategy. So you can click on the R and you can click on the A, but let's start with the R. Okay, once you click on the R, it'll take you to this screen. So basically, when you are restating the question, you are going to take what is written and turn the question into a statement. So when it asks you, what music is appropriate for teens, your response is going to be music that is for teens is. Remember, we're not answering it just yet. So what I want to do is I want to take out this what, and I want to just kind of rearrange the words a little bit to make it turn into a statement. All right, let's check number 2. Are dress codes necessary in today's schools, or should students be allowed to dress as they wish? Ooh, that's a little bit tougher. So basically, what is it asking you? It's asking you about dress codes. Should you guys have dress codes in school or not? So your answer and your response, your race response is dress codes are or are not necessary in school. So guess what you just did? You R'd it and you ate it. You answered the question by restating it, okay? So that's a 2 for 1. Here's another one. Should students be allowed to have their phones at school? Take out that should right here, and you could just move it later on in the sentence. So students should have, oops, I spelled it wrong, should have their phones at school. Okay, last one. Is it fair that professional athletes, actors, and actresses earn such high salaries compared to other jobs? Okay, so it's asking you, is it fair? So we would restate that it is or is not fair. Whatever your opinion is, you can say it is not fair that professional athletes make more money than others. Okay, so if you look at that, notice we didn't answer them other than the ones that are the 2 for 1. We love the 2 for 1s, right? Because we are answering it and restating it at the same time. But basically, to start off, you are just restating the question, all right? So once we are done restating the question, then comes the answer. Okay, so now let's go into our A. But first, we're going to come back here to this slide. And when you click on the A, it's going to take you to slide 9. So when you are answering the question, here are a few tips right here to make sure that you understand what the question is asking. Reread the question. Underline keywords in the question to help make sure that you understand it and answer it. Answer all parts of the question. Use vocabulary from the text in your answer. And use specific character names, no pronouns, unless you've already introduced the character in your answer. So we are going back to answer the question. So let's come up here. All right, so music that is appropriate for teens is. So now you're going to answer that. Maybe you would say music that is appropriate for teens is gospel music because, and then we are going to go into the C and the E. But did you restate it? Yes, music that is appropriate for teens is gospel music. So right here, you answered the question. Right here, you restated it. Okay, let's go down to this one. Dress codes are or are not necessary in school. Well, as a teacher, I think dress codes are necessary in school. But guess what, guys? This is our 2-for-1. So we already answered the question as well as restated it. I'm just going to put in here because. Number 3, students should have their phones at school. Again, this is another 2-for-1 because. But did you notice I still switched around should and students, okay? So I put should over here and students came first. So even though it's a 2-for-1 where you're restating and answering all in one, it still needs a restate. All right, this one. It is not fair that professional athletes make more money than others. Again, because, and then I'm going to go into my C, which is cite textual evidence. This again was another 2-for-1, but right here is your question. If that's what is asking you the question, and you have to take the question and turn it into a statement. So we're going to come back up here, and I'm going to play this slideshow for you so you can kind of see how it takes you around the slideshow. So again, restate, and if we want to go back up, we just come back up, answer the question. Here is all your information about answering. Click the race card to go back home. Come back here, and we're going to go through these slides. Now here is what we've already done. We've already done this slideshow, but you can watch this video for more information on simple sentences. You can watch this video here for complete sentences. And of course, you can click the trophy for fun activities, which I highly encourage you to do. Okay, again, here is another video that you can watch by clicking on the poster. This is the same video from the previous one, and your trophy takes you to your games and activities. And again, run-on sentences, we already talked about that. The race car will take you home. And that's pretty much it, guys. So that's the R and the A in race.